Hi, it's Hazy and welcome to my channel. Today I am making this beautiful little journaling spot in this journal, and I've decided to put it here, and I think I absolutely adore it, and I'm going to have to make more. That would be amazing. Somebody likes cats. If I could send the RAK to somebody likes cats, that would be an amazing thing, wouldn't it? Okay, right then. So please subscribe to my channel, please give me a thumbs up, please share my video, please press the notification bell with your crafty fingers, and please join my Facebook group. I'd love to chat to you. I'd love to see your work. I'd love you to see other people's work. I don't mind if you lurk, but it would be lovely to have you there. Okay then. Oh, and I've got some obviously printables as well. Free printables, yay, that I've designed, yay. So, and let's go. Right then, let's have a look, see what we've got. I know we haven't got any of those little thin envelopes. Oops. Oh, another one of those. Look the same, not similar. Oh, so I can cut off this. Right done. Right, so I haven't got any of those. Right, ideally. Oh, ideally you could have something like these long, you know, those long thin envelopes. We've got one of those with a little window. That might be more ideal. But I've got one of these little big ones. So I'm just cutting off that, and I can cut off the address as well. That's perfect. So what you need is three openings. I'm just leaving the one at the top, like this. You've seen my little catties, you know what I'm going to do. Yes. Right, so I've done my, remember my little cats I drew the other day. Oh, cute. A fat one and a slim one. No, and he probably just because he's curled up, he's fat, isn't he? Oh, well, that's not very. Oh, hold on a minute. Look, when I put it, no, that's is it? Wait a minute. I've got. Oh yeah, it is. Look, yeah, it's very slightly. It's when I pick it up. Obviously, it's not. Can't see that, so I'm just trying to keep that together a minute, because you've got actually that little bit of thingy there, a little bit of sliver. It kept poking through it slightly. I don't think it matters too much because you've got, because you will. So don't worry because it would be fine. So what you need is, what you're going to do is a little. So that would be, now let's set this like this or something like that. Is that right? That's not right. Right, I'm going to use scraps as far as I can, apart from for the middle bit, which is going to be this. It's tea-dyed. So basically I've poured tea on it and things and left it there for days. And I didn't put it in the oven. I don't usually do that, just let it dry naturally. Well, that one's quite nice. I'll use that one. I had absolutely loads and loads and loads and loads. So, right, so it's basically a show. I don't know if I must have showed it beginning the journaling spot. So there's the journaling spot. Can you see that? There's the journaling spot. I haven't got the big light on, have I? I've only got the little one. Right. So. I'm going to put the cat on first, don't you? Yeah, that's going to put the cat on first, and then we're going to start covering the back. So the cat's going to go Oh, the cat's going to be covered by that. Or does the cat go on that? I don't know actually. Or do we want the cat not covered? And have it like this on the front. I think that's the point, isn't it? Let's get this on. So I folded it wrongly. Let's get it folded correctly. Right. That's not right, is it? Just like that. No, it isn't. That's not right either. Point is showing it, isn't it? I'm sure it is. There we go. Right. Well, I've decided it's your choice whether you want the showing, whether you want your picture showing or not. Go with that way round. Yes, I think it is that way around, isn't it? Alright, so we're going to have our little cat there inside this window. Inside the window, dear, not outside the window. Right, so what I can do then is back the cat with something. Ooh, let's have some paw prints. Let's get these paw prints. So I'm going to back the cat some paw prints. Let's get me. Right, so I'm going to just back this onto this paw print. Why not paw print? Yes. Paw print paper, which is very pretty. It's a scrap. There we go. Put him in there, about there. And you make sure you've got plenty of room. Give it a good push down with a cloth or something, with your fingers. Brilliant. And then make sure there's plenty of. Don't know, obviously if you've got an image that's on paper already, you don't have to glue your image to the page, and it's entirely up to you. You don't have to have a cat, you don't have to have, it can be a vintage journal you're making. You could do a Christmas journal like the lady made when she was doing it, and I'm doing it upside down. And right, let's have a look, see how far he needs to be. Oh, you can see a few footprints there. Huge. So I'm going to put him there. No, I don't know if that's right. Is it just because of my drawing? No, so that's, oh, I see. Right, let's see if I can get that straight. I don't know if it is should be straight, or it's just me. Otherwise it's going to look. Is that okay? It must be just me. Right, so I'm going to glue him around the edges here, noting that he's got a little. Right, shall we make a little mark there so we can know where to put him? I don't know, any crayon will do. There we go. So about here, look, so that we know that, because that's going to be covered anyway, isn't it? Oh, let's do the corners. Let's do the little corners, then we know. You see those? I can't tell. Oh, I don't think you can see that bottom, okay. So I'm just making little marks around the corners here and there. That seems a bit as if it's too far that way to me. So let's bring it over. Okay, so now I'm going to glue around the edges. Make sure the cat's upside down, that's how he should be. And glue dries clear, but I'm trying not to put it around too much. So now and hopefully when we flip him back over, he'll be oops. I don't know if I showed you this, did I? Right. So there he is, look. Oh, there he is in his little window saying hello. So it's going to be in the cat journal, isn't it? And it's going to be in, there's some pages in my cat journal where I could do with things like this. Otherwise the pages are going to be doing nothing. Right then, let's have a look then. So what I've done is, let's see if I can, because I don't know if I've showed you entirely. Okay, so the window is now the front. So you don't have to, I've done it, these are these big envelopes. But you work it out, you put it into 3. So this is, it's 6.5 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 6.5. This is 6.5. This is one of those fat envelopes. And then I've folded it down. Oh no, that's not right. No, that's not right. It's this. It needs to be up there, doesn't it? Yeah, that's right, above it. Okay, so then folded that up there, left a gap there, and that'll be your journaling spot. So now what you do, I think this is a good idea. It's a good habit to do it anyway. You don't have to glue this down, as it will be glued over, but just for the sake of having a habit of gluing, let's do this. Okay, so make sure it's down. That's all down. Okay, and then that's the only things really that need doing. Okay, so let's try and get some paper. Alright, I'm going to do the inside first, aren't I? So you can have the whole lot as a journaling spot. That will be the bit that's it's glued to the page. So you don't need to do that inside. And you can do that everything all the way down if you like a journaling. Like this. But so you don't make it look like, that's the cat, did you hear her? Right, that's Treaky Treaks. Yes, there she is, Treacle. Right, you can do it in sections and glue it down. You can put edges on with washi tape and things like that. Let's have a look what I'm going to do. Oh, I think we're going to sew it because that's what Ellie did, and I think it looked really nice. Looking like we're going to sew it all the way around. Let's see if I've got enough room at the top. Yes, I have. Right, so ruler. Right then, if you haven't got a ruler, which I haven't in here, I found this. So let's see if we can do it with this. Let's See if I can get that straight. I bet I can't. Let's have a look. Yeah, left-handed tear again after my life. Was doing that. Right. Let's have a look. Oh, we could cut that if it's too big, couldn't we? Cut it from behind if it's too big and I don't know what I'm doing. Right. So I'm going to, yeah, I think that's best side. I'm going to glue this side then. And obviously we go, if you're not going to sew it, you need to really, really give it a good gluing. Especially at the edges. But obviously if it's a little bit big like mine is, you don't need to do it right to the edges, okay? Okay, right, I think my daughter's going to come home from hospital today with the baby. It's a bit short notice, so I'm not taking the dog today. Because what I'd normally do is walk down there with the dog. Okay, so not doing that one. And so she says, oh, I think it's a bit too short notice for Mum. So that was kind. I didn't say anything. I thought, yeah, okay. Thank you, Corinne. Right. So I thought, yeah. I just have an opportunity to make a video because I didn't think I would. Right. So we can cut that off. So we've got a bit sticking out. I hoped I was going to keep those decal edges, but never mind. I've got green thread in my machine. I don't change it. Leave it. It's going to be green, whatever happens. Or green, I think it's green and yellow. So it's green one side, yellow the other. So we've got that, and then we can put another piece on there if you like. Now that's, I can change it. Right, let's have a look. Let's have another piece of this. I like that bit there with the, so we're going to join that there. Because that's how long it is. It's as long as this page. So what I'm going to do then is just glue this. And then I'm going to see if I can find a bone folder just to make sure we've got the folds in properly. Okay, side by shaking the camera. I'll shake the camera. I'm not actually shaking the camera because the camera's attached to the shelf. There we go. Put that on there. Flush with that and put that on there like that. It's fun. So it's sort of like creasing it down with our fingers, melting it in like this, melding it. Yeah, melding. That's good, isn't it? Melding. Melding it in like that. Okay. So let's get this. So this is what I mean. You can use that. You can do vintage. You can do brightly coloured. And obviously I do, because my cat journal isn't really a vintage thing. Although this paper, I'm mixing it up. I just love it. You can do what you like. You don't have to follow a pattern. But sometimes I'm not too keen on the vintage cats. I prefer the modern, well, the ones I've drawn are better. Well, I like some of the adverts they've got. But some of them look a bit, is it old-fashioned? I don't know. Right, that one goes. So the folds about here, so that's worth doing there. I'm showing you. Okay, let's bring it down a bit. Now if you can't find your bone fold, which I can, it's in here, I'm sure I can. Oh, my bone folders. I've got the little one. I've got the other one there somewhere because I had them both last night. And I know they're both in there. The other one's bigger, so I don't know why I can't find it. Okay, and then the other one. Let's see where the other one folds. Right, so that one goes like that. That one goes, I think, like that. Yeah, there's the fold. There we go. And the other one like that. There we go. So now we've got all the journaling spots in place up. And what we're going to do now if you can't find anything. Ah, here it is. Right. Ink it up. If you haven't got anything to ink it up with, you can always use a watercolour crayon, which this is. It's got the little brush symbol on it, so but I'm using my ink uppers. I say it look quite nice if you did that. I'm using black. I like using black. Don't always use black, but I like using black. And it gets rid of all the little bits of white that are left around the edges. Oh, look, this isn't glued properly, is it? Look, this is what you've got to do. You've got to make sure it's all glued properly, so it's like melded into the paper, so it's all melded. What's melded? Where have I got the word melded from? I can't remember. It's a thing. Okay, there's another piece there. See, the corners aren't very good at coming up, but we are going to sew it. I'm going to sew it today. I don't usually, but I'm going to today. Okay. Nice and down like that. What you could do actually, if you wanted, which I might do, is zigzag right along the edge there. As if I can. Not always brilliant. I've been sewing it ever since I was 11, but well, on and off. I mean, my dad had a job. I think when he was in the what do you call that thing? Oh, thingy service. When he was in the RAF, and his job was to make parachutes. So he had the sewing machine, so he learned how to. Well, I don't know if he did it before. I don't know. But then he got a really old-fashioned sewing machine, so I was using that to sew on. But I don't think it was as good as another one I had. So let's have a look. Yeah, let's get this one. Yeah, it's because it's glued. It's not very good at flowing the other way. So let's get this in straight. Might help the glue actually. Inside. Should we do that? There we go. And then this one. Oops. Oh, is this the one? Is the one I glued? Is it? Oh yeah, it is. So it didn't look like it was a piece of that sort of paper, but it is. Just give it there. Oh yeah, there's my bone folder. Look, on my light. Yeah, give it a good thingy with your bone fold. Give it a good meld, iron meld. I got that word from. Meld. I keep thinking it's something to do with Star Trek or something. I don't know. Right. Okay. So that's that done. I don't know whether to put something across there. I think that looks a bit. But the thing is here, the fold's there. The fold's there, so it's different. So does that make sense? Well, it doesn't matter. We can do it like, can't we? So let's see how we go as we go along. I'll think about that later. Right then. So now the idea is to make a collage on here, which will be fun. That's the actual. That's an original. That's not. That's a copy. But I want to use all my scraps up. I don't want to use me. That's what I'm trying to do. This is what the problem is. Right. So it's decisions, isn't it? And what I was thinking is, if it doesn't all go together, or shall we make it completely patchwork? I'm trying to do a patchwork job. I don't know how it's going to work. We're just putting them on. Should test them really, shouldn't we? That's got green and yellow on it. Right. I might leave a gap actually, then see what I'm going to do afterwards. I might stick something round it, around the cat, like a border or something round here. So I can put something down there perhaps. Oh no, I want to try and do a different, like that. Yeah, I put my flowers on the back of that. If you're confused, and I said they're my flowers. Oh, I can't find any now. Oh. Yeah, I put my flowers on the back of that. That's somebody else's from a digital, and I put my flowers on the back. So, right, so that one perhaps could go there. Is that too big? Too small now. How about that? No idea what it's going to look like. Should we leave that like that and just carry on up there? Okay, one of those. Yeah, that's got a straight edge. Looks. Oh, I wonder if we've got some nice washi tape to put there. Get this cool. So that's some of that. Oh, what's the other one? Oh, this. Oh, that's really nice. Right. Oh, these might try and cut, not those. Let's just try and get this into the... Okay, there we go. How about that? Not too big. No. How about that? Oh, we need to put this away. Go. No, stay there. Right, let's see if I can get that in that corner. Ooh, bit showing over. And I don't know why I'm gluing with this, right? Right, let's have a go. Right. That looks fine, doesn't it? Oh, shame. Yeah, I was thinking of putting washi tape, but I should have put the washi tape first because of this. Oh, so what I'll have to do is... That's like a good put. I don't know if that would work without taking this off. Because you want it rough. If you have it rough, you're going to have it rough around this stuff, especially around there and there, aren't you? So that's big enough. Let's have a look. could represent rough washi tape. Right, oh, that bit does. Some of it does. Wait a minute. This fat bit does anyway, so we could get that off. So what I'll do is, so anyway, is it just, oh, that bit's got to go. Yeah, there, look. Yeah, so what we'll do then, we'll just put a big bit here or something. Right, I'm going to put the same thing all the way round. Got plenty, loads of this stuff. The ones that are all printed wrongly. So that's counted as scraps to me. Right, there we go. It won't matter if it's below it anyway. Right, so you got a bit there, don't you? Yeah, let's have it crossed like that. I might cut that off anyway, but right. Okay, so let's get that on. Shall I move it up a bit? Yes, 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 yes. No, no, no. Shall I move it down a bit? No, 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 no. It won't let me. It won't let me. No, it won't let me. Right, there we go. It will let me now. Oh, right, that's got to be a bit thicker than that, hasn't it? Has it? Oh, I don't know. That's actually not too bad. Hold on. Where's the edge to this? Is it? Wait a minute. That's. So, oh, I know why. Because we've got the. For this, I didn't do it with a. This is why I should do it with a knife. Well, guess what? My knife is downstairs. I didn't get it. Right. So I'm going to cut this a bit bigger. That way around, off that way around. Yeah. I'll take that bit off the bottom. Ink it up. Ink it up whether I'm keeping it or not. Right. Okay. Gonna move that. We'll move it up there quite a lot. I could always ink it up afterwards anyway, can't I? Yeah, so I'm going to get it over to the edge there. I'm going to just try and edge. Is it this side? I think it's this side I was doing. And then, is it that way? Oh, I don't know. This way. It must be this way, mustn't it? And then that was going to go there. Probably a bit further down, wasn't it, really? But never mind, that's fine. Let's have a look. I'm surprised how nice this looks, actually. I thought, oh dear, this is going to be a non-video. But it's actually very nice. Yes, it's really nice, isn't it? I really like this. Really, I mean, they've got it's all the similar. I thought I wasn't going to be able to get something all the similar colour, but I can, surprisingly, and they're all little bits of scrap. Obviously, that I count that as scrap because it didn't print very well. I just didn't edge this bit up all on those two sides, so I'm going to put that across the top, then cut it off, aren't I? I suppose you could have made, I don't know, no, we can't make a pocket, can we? Ooh. Pockets. Patchwork pocket. I don't know. We could always add that bit, can't we? Right, so what I'm going to do now is cut along here. Cut the edges off. Oh, the paper's attached. Oh well, it's going to get cut again. It's going to get cut again, or it'll fall off. Right. We just don't mind, do we? I'm going to try and get that on there. Okay. Oh, look at the cat. Oh, I think it looks cute, doesn't it? Hey, don't that look nice? Hmm. Now all we've got to do now is this one. You don't have to do that one. Okay, so now we're going to just do the patchworky bits on here, which will be a bit easier because we haven't got any windows to contend with, have we? Right. Okay, so I'm thinking about tomorrow, instead of going to my voluntary job, which is working with the kids, I can see my daughter, because I won't be able to see her otherwise. No, I'd have to, because I've got to take the dog. And I can't take the dog to the voluntary job. If you could, I could do it. I could do both. But you can't really. Just thinking, I can thinking while I'm inking. Right. I'm doing while I'm gluing. That's a new one. Right. So that one. Oh yeah, and this one isn't. So this is the other one. But that one could go there because that's an edgy thing. Yeah, save your straight edges for the straight edge. Okay, I'm going to put that on top of there. It's fun doing the patchwork actually. Yeah, sort of like squarish pieces. Right, that one. I'm going to put. See if I've got a. That's a good enough edge. Oh no, what about that bit? Isn't that a better edge? No, I think we'll have to cut it off a bit here instead. Okay, so let's get this on. Whoops. Yes, I remember when I obviously discovered groups and you could put videos up on groups. I was just thinking, I said to them, I don't know why I'm thinking, it's probably because of the conversations going on groups. I think I remember saying this. I've made 50 videos, and I'd only got 72 subscribers, I think it was. And I think I'd got 80 subscribers, and I'd lost 8, or I can't remember. There's something about it anyway. So that one was going on for ages. Yes, because what happens is if you subscribe to somebody, it's best to either comment on the video and watch the video so they don't lose you. Because some bots, I think, apparently, assume that you're just a bot or something like that anyway. So that's why you need to actually watch somebody's video or comment on their video. Well, it's best to watch it if you're going to comment, isn't it? It's not worth sort of like comment. You've got to make a comment on somebody's video. Or I'm going to make the cutest ever closure. You know what I'm going to do, don't you? You probably saw it at the beginning, because what I'm going to do is make this, and then I've got to cut some more of this, and then I'm going to show you, and I'm going to do the beginning. That's what I always do. I think so that you know what you're getting. That sort of thing. I'm going to ink it up. I'm going to put this, I think, there. I'm going to put that there-ish, because that's got a straight edge on it. Right, now this is you could tell if it's a straight edge anyway, because I got that near the edge. Yeah. I'll have to show you how to do that one day. That'd be fun. Because I did a video on watercolours. Because somebody wanted the question and asked me some questions, which is always nice, because then I can answer them on video, which will help other people as well. Because if you've got a question, it's likely other people want to know the answer as well. So don't think anything. That's what I always think. Please don't think anything's a daft question or a silly question, because it's not. I'm just, it's not a daft question at all, because I'm sure other people want to know. I always used to be asking daft questions when I was working at a chippy. And the boss used to say, stop asking silly questions. I thought, well, I just carried on. Silly question to me. I wanted to know the answer. Okay. So don't just ignore people if they say that to you, because it's not fair. They're not being fair. I hate, you know, I don't like it when people get impatient. Or they assume you know the answer. You don't. I mean, if there's anything at all that you want to, you know, you need to know, what can I do? I haven't got any, you know, I don't do digitals. What else can I use? Well, jelly press, marble paper, which is what I've done. And you can buy paper as well, ready done. I've got these little ones. They're very tiny. I've not used them yet, so I don't know what to use them for. People were saying on the reviews that I didn't realise it was going to be so small. Well, I didn't, but it doesn't bother me. I thought, well, I didn't look. That's why I didn't check that they were going to be so small. But they are quite cute. Yeah. Right, so the middle needs to be this, doesn't it? Ooh, I wonder if that's big enough. Let's have a look. That might do it. Oh, that's not a straight. No, it's not a straight edge. And I'm going to ink all the way around. Well, I need to ink on 3 sides, really. Oh, a firework. In the UK, we've got a thing called Bonfire Night. My daughter was born on Bonfire Night. It's not Bonfire Night yet, but they're having fireworks. Yeah, so the night of having fireworks, it's November the 5th. It's to do with Guy Fawkes, who tried to blow up the Houses of Parliament in 1605. So that's why we have that. It's sort of like, we used to, years ago, we used to, I'm going to do a little tiny bit just to block up that little hole. Years and years ago, we used to make guys. We used to call them Guy. So we'd make men out of rubbish, basically, and sit them on an old chair that you're going to burn. And sometimes we used to say penny for the guy, so people give you to beg for money, so you could buy fireworks. They don't do that anymore. No, they don't, people aren't allowed anymore to have fireworks. When we was little, we were trusted to do that. It was in the 1970s. Parents trusted us to be sensible, and we were very sensible. So that's good. Yeah, so it's very very good, very, yes, it's interesting today. When I was doing play work, we had to do a thing called risky play, right? Allow the kids, because they don't learn. You think that, you know, you assume that people learn. They don't learn. They don't learn unless they actually do things. It proves it, because you know, things happen if you don't teach. You assume they can do it at a certain age. You assume that they can do things. I have got a story, but I don't know whether to say it. I might have said it before anyway, about a girl who wasn't allowed to cross the road until she was 15 years old on her own. Well, you can cross the road now, you're old enough. Of course, she hadn't learned to cross the road, and she got run over and unfortunately killed. I don't know whether that's a true story or it's a moralistic story, but I have to imagine it's got some, could have, very likely have some truth in it. Because that's what people do. They don't allow their kids to do risky play. Let's get this one. And what we did was, I'll tell you what we did with this risky play. Is that too small? No, it's actually not a gap. Mark, can you put my big light on? Not big light, not this big light, this big light. That's it, part. I don't know whether that's any lighter now. Right, yeah, so what we did was, with the risky play, it was actually using you know those tools, you can get tools where you can burn things up. Oh no, I weren't doing that, was I? Oh no, I think I was doing that as a demonstration. Yeah, that's one of the things you can do actually, is you get some wood, like a wooden spoon, and then you get a soldering iron or something like that, or not soldering iron, a hot tool, and it's got a point on the end, and you can make patterns in the wood. Yeah, I was doing that as a demonstration, you know, at college, when I was doing the college. And then but actually, for the actual risky play, it was I don't know what colour shall I use. That's this one. encaustic art, which was absolutely loads and loads of fun. I love doing that. You know, encaustic art is. It's when you've got those, you get wax, or we actually used wax crayons. And what you did was melted the wax crayons onto shiny paper. It only works really, really well on shiny paper. And you make all patterns. So basically it's like this sort of thing, but with wax. And it makes really pretty patterns. And you can sometimes get pictures out of it as well. It's really nice. You can see pictures in it. So that's a lot of fun when that happens. So you think, oh, I can see a horse in that or something. Or I can see a dragon or something like that. It's really cool. You can see trees or something. Right, it's really interesting. I have got an example of one somewhere, but I don't know where it is. Not that I did, it was somebody else did. Yeah, it's really good. And you can make cards. I was going to make, I think I was going to bits of glue. I was going to make cards out of it as well, but I didn't. I was going to make cards. I think you could use them as cards. You can put them on cards. You can mount them on cards and that. I don't know whether the kids did. I can't remember, but I remember them doing it and they really loved it. And you had to be there while they did it. I think it was like for a fair, for a you know, when you've got them things, activities for kids. It's one of those type of things. Trying to get rid of that. Oh no, I've got a gap now. So I'm trying to get rid of that, but I've got a gap there. Never mind, I can put something over there, can't I? Right. How about something that's that shape? If I could. That's the other way around, isn't it? Yeah, I'm doing that the wrong way. See, oh no, hold on. No, I'm not. Not if I do it like that. And it looks like a gun now as well. Looks like a gun. Never mind. Yeah. Gosh. I've been watching. I can't really tell you because obviously I'm not in this country, but there's several things I've been watching lately. That's been quite exciting. I watch a soap called Coronation Street. Don't know whether you're in the UK and you watch it as well, but my daughters don't. So we don't watch that. We don't watch that part. I think my youngest one used to when she was here with us. Oh yeah, one of my daughters does. Comes down to watch it. I don't mean comes down. I mean comes downstairs to watch it. Not comes down to the house. Right, and then so that's been exciting as well. I've got that. That's get rid of that white. And then I've been watching a thing last night called Angela Black, and that's a series in the UK, and it's really exciting at the moment because you know those things where somebody's got somebody into a situation and how are they going to get out of it? And I hope she does. I really, really hope she does. Because her husband, I don't know, or somebody has trapped her and made out she's absolutely, there's something wrong with her. So she's gone into a mental, the police have got her, I think. And they don't believe anything she says, and even though she's got all these things have happened to her. And obviously we've seen it, the audience knows everything's true. We've all seen it, we've seen it on telly, we know it's true, you know, and all that. And so she's got to get out of prison now, and there's absolutely no evidence at all. I love things like that. You've got to prove something against all odds. That's my type of thing. I love it. So right, and so that's basically done that lot. Let's see if we can get rid of all the little edges. We can always ink it up afterwards, as I said. So what I'm going to do is cut all these little bits off. I will be going to the sewing machine in a minute. And then we're going to so when I've done this, I'll go to the sewing machine. Look, can you see them? I'm excited about going to the sewing. Not excited about going to the sewing machine. At least it's all plugged in. I can do it from here. I used to have to plug it in above, but I thought, what I've been doing all this time, and it can reach the other plug. What am I doing? Because I've been plugging it above my head. It's weird. Across, you know. Right, so I don't need to do that anymore, and I'm going to find my pin before we move. Right then, tied it up, back from sewing. Right, here we go. Look, this is what it looks like. Told you I got green under. It taken me about 20 minutes because I was looking for the pin. Then I went down to get me circle punch. But what else did I want? I wanted something else from there, didn't I? But right, never mind. Right, so this is what it's like so far then. Just got to get rid of all the ends. I've even sewn backwards and forwards, so you don't have to do that so much when you're doing papers, but got bits of paper as well caught up with my thread. Okay, so that's really cute, isn't it? Okay, so what I did was I did zigzag along the edge, so that little bit went off the page, and then that was on the page, so it's easy to do that. And I was doing it well, I haven't got a foot pedal, it's a manual one, so you press the button, slide the thing across, sorry, and go faster. Ooh, oh, I don't think that does that matter, because that's quite jaggy there. Does it matter? I don't think it does it? I suppose I could have sewed, I didn't sew across there. Right then, so what I've done is I've sewn along here as well, although the lady didn't on the video. She didn't, I don't think, because it had some little overhanging bits. I thought that looked better. Okay, so that, although it does it on this side, which is just a minor thing, that's also there as well still, so that's the only thing that's bothering me, but that won't have to matter. Right, so it's like this, isn't it? So you've got that down there. Look how nice that looks. Really pleased with that patchwork. I suppose you could have sewn it, but that would have obviously, perhaps you should have sewn it before you put this on, although if you write on it you need a board, wouldn't you? So perhaps it's not a good idea to sew it. I think it looks fine like that, edged up with ink, I'm trying to say. Right, I could have perhaps sewn around there, I don't know. Anyway, there's my cat. I don't know whether to put that on now, because I think it might look a bit daft if it's there, might it? There's the closure. But where's my circle punch? I was thinking about doing a patchwork circle punch thing. I don't know if that's going to be too, I don't think that's going to be too heavy, is it? A piece of cereal paper, piece of chipboard cereal stuff. It might be too, this might actually be too big. Let's have a look, because the lady's was, oh, perhaps it is. Well, does it matter if it goes over there a bit? I don't know. It might be okay, actually. Might leave it like that. So what I'm going to do is tear up some bits of this. Okay, so I'm going to put those there like that. I was thinking about going around the edge of this with this machine. You can do, I suppose, but I'm not going to, because it's going to take me ages. Right, okay, I am on time. Yeah, I was trying to record a few minutes ago, but I found out that it was switched off. So I think it's because I then I had to delete a load of videos, as it was on a timer. So, right, we're nearly finished, haven't we? We're nearly finished, yay. I'm going to do a few time lapses, so there'll be, otherwise we'd be here hours, wouldn't we? Right, so there we go. So they're opposite and they're opposite. So we're going to come along now with our scissors. And, yeah, I could take a bit more off, like the lady did, Ellie, I think her name is. Looking on the Facebook group, her name's Ellie. I can't remember the name of a YouTube channel. I know it's Journal. I said it earlier. Did say it earlier. Hopefully I've got that. But I'm going to link it anyway, because I know she said she'd linked somebody as well. Right, so that could go up there. I can make that a bit smaller, can't you? You can go, what you could do, because I haven't cut it properly. And who says it's got to be a proper circle anyway? It would be, yeah, that'll do, because that's not over his ear, is it? And it goes down there. So what you'd do now is glue that bit there underneath. So glue here. I think that would do, just to do that bit. Oh, I meant to ink it up, didn't I, around the edge? That would complete it, of course. Yes, I'm going to ink it up around the edge if I can, look, like this, look. Yeah, we need a bit of that, don't we? And then instead, I could have sewn it, but this is what I was going to do instead, wasn't I? There you go, that'll do. Right, so then you've got that and you can close it like this. And get rid of all the little bits of cotton that's hanging about. How about that? So there we go. So there's your little cat closure. How about that on your little cat journal? I suppose I could stick him in here, you know. Oh, look cute, wouldn't he? Right, so instead of having him, we could either put him there, or we could put him in here, couldn't we? There's a little surprise. Right, but we're going to... right, so let's put him down there. Oh, should we put him this side? So he's basically looking at something there. Otherwise, he's looking in space, isn't he? Let's put him there, lot. We're going to put him there. That is the right way around, isn't it? Yeah. You know, as if they're interested and want to play. It's doing that. Okay. Look, and we've given it a good rub over. That means I've glued it down properly, which is really good. Just got to make sure. And you rub this, so gently rub that way to make sure it's not. And you can rub over it really hard. Really impressed with Ellie because that's what she did. She really did a good job of the gluing. So I don't know if Ellie'd see this video or knows you've even copied it. I'm going to link her video anyway. So hopefully, because she did a really good job. And there's his vintage Christmas one. I think it was a vintage Christmas one. I was just basically looking at watching. Oh, I love this. I thought it was going to be absolutely rubbish. I thought, oh no, it's going to be terrible. Oh, it isn't. It's really nice. I'm really pleased with it. Thank you. Right, so we're going to put this somewhere in one of those places in my journal. I don't know where. Somewhere like where you can't write in it very well, I was thinking. But it so you couldn't really write on that. There's pages like this where it's got a bit more of that exposed. I mean, that sort of place. I could stick it on there, couldn't I? And that would have to really stick down really well because it's perhaps I could put it right at the end of the page so it doesn't go around that curve or something. But it's a bit of a gator mouth, this journal, you know. Oh, that would go there because it's got those pinks. Shall we put it there? Yeah, I'm going to put this there then. Okay, I won't do it on video because it's been this video is going to be about 1.5 hours if I'm not careful. Okay then, so thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Please give me a thumbs up. Please share my video and press the notification bell with your crafty fingers. And please join my Facebook group, Hazy Crazy Arts, on Facebook, believe it or not. And I'll just cut that bit off and say bye. Thank you.